Hey there people, it's Stevie Cook coming at you. I'm at the park on a beautiful rainy day and just sitting on the hill enjoying the view. You can see the cathedral behind me and part of the city. It's a little loud, you can hear the train probably too. But yeah, life's good. The change of season is here. It's like you can really see the change in the birds. A lot of the songbirds are flying south, and the ravens are coming. The ravens are coming. I love ravens so much. We don't have ravens in North America. We have just crows, and they're nice, smart. But ravens are special. Ravens are they're super smart. I guess crows are probably maybe smarter than ravens, but the ravens are cool. I don't know. I feel like they're some sort of they're like a magic bird. Like an alchemist would have a raven for sure. But what else is going on in the world? I saw Energy Web Token has possibly today they're going to announce the staking for Energy Web Token, and that's awesome. I'm so happy for that. That's such an interesting project, and it's I bought and sold it so many times. I can't tell you how many times I bought EWTB, the bridged version, on Uniswap, and then sold it and bought it and sold it. Since it was $1, I've been buying and selling it, and I always sell it at the wrong time because I think, I'm gonna sell this, even though I'm down on this, I'm gonna sell this and then buy this other thing. It was always like my pocket change money, and I lost more than I put into it so far, which is really dumb. Don't do what I do. It's not always the smartest thing to do. I don't always make the wisest decisions with my trading. But yeah, so that's happening. What else is happening? Luxo is, the L16 testnet, I think they're gonna have announced very soon, or it has been announced. I'm not sure that they're gonna have public testing on it. So once Luxo does the public testing and people start using it, the mainnet will come out, and there's just so many things. There's so many great things that are gonna happen when Luxo mainnet comes out. For one, I think the price is going to increase a lot. I do, but it might be priced in somewhat. But I think it feels like Luxo feels like a project that a lot of people don't know about. Chico Army, like anybody who follows Tyler knows about Luxo probably, but if you look at their Telegram group, it's pretty small, and it's not that many YouTubers talking about it. It's my biggest hold. I've really gone heavy on Luxo on for this end of this cycle. I think I know that there's a dip going on with Bitcoin, and there probably will be a continued dip maybe until October. I don't know when, but I think there's a dip coming, and it doesn't matter because I think $100,000 Bitcoin this cycle is coming. I really believe that. I think it's not inevitable. Obviously, anything can happen. We could have a black swan event, like 9/11, and that would change it. That's what's crazy. Actually, it's the anniversary coming up. I don't know if you call it an anniversary. I guess whatever it is. It's been 20 years since that horrible day where the planes hit the buildings, September 11th, 2001. It's almost September, and my baby's gonna be born in September 2021. 20 years later. That's crazy. It was such a horrible event. It was a pivotal moment in history, and a lot of people obviously had their lives wrecked. I've known a lot of people. Even my sister's neighbor was on one of the planes, and he was a father. He had 2 kids. The mother survived and left that behind. I had a lot of close connections to 9/11. I was at the buildings a week before, and I had some friends. The week after, I was down in New York City at a party with friends that were actually working at the disaster. So it was weird. It was very emotional time for everybody, and it's a wound that probably never really will heal. I've done I've had, you know, there's just so many weird things about it. That's a weird event. I won't even go into the conspiracy theory stuff because, like, I try not to go there, you know. Like, try not to guess what happened. It's too ugly to think about. Actually, it's not. It's also, you know, now we're in this coronavirus has its own conspiracy theories written around it, and I think rightly so. I think there's some very, the lab leak thing is that's a little shady for me. It's a hard pill to swallow, that it wasn't out of a lab and all, you know. But I won't go there. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to try to stay positive, and you know, one thing that controls people is fear, right? So if there really is some nasty stuff, you know, because I have friends in New York now that are paranoid as hell, enforced COVID vaccine passports and all this sort of. It's a weird time, man. It's a weird time, and you know, I'm not going to get into politics, right? And tell you about my little view of the world is that you know, your inward world has a direct connection to your outward world, as above so as below. So if you can stay in a higher vibration and not go where they plan you to go, I think that's the best thing you can do. Be unpredictable. Don't fall for the fear that they're driving into society through the news and through the entertainment, you know, everywhere, all over the world. It's like, be afraid, be very afraid. And it's like, come on, man. Like, you know, I worked for a lot of years for the mega rich. They would say the mega rich, the ultra rich, whatever that is. You know, the 0.001% of the world. I worked for them. I was in direct contact with them for a long time, and one thing I noticed about them is they don't worry about fucking anything. They're just like wavy gravy, man. Everything's wavy gravy. And I know, like that, I've seen some stuff. I have seen some things. Let me tell you, I have seen some things that make me don't trust those dirty politicians. None of them. They're all bad. But I won't go into that either. I'll just tell you that fear controls, chaos divides. That's the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. So, as a really cool guy did once before, 2,000 years ago, I kicked over the money lenders, coins and all that kind of garbage, if you believe that story, or, you know, you believe in him. Chase the prostitutes and out of the church and all that sort of thing. You know, like you gotta vibrate on the right consciousness. You know, I think power of everything is within you. It's within you. You have the ruby slippers. You have the ability to resonate at a higher frequency, and I think that's what the rich people know, and they're scared of you learning that. That's what I think. I know that sounds really weird, but I really believe that, because if everybody had started to wake up and wasn't being poisoned through their food and through the information they're giving us, then we'd be very, very, very dangerous. And then, you know, we could use things like blockchain to save the world instead of enshrine it in some sort of crystallized version of what we have today, which is what a lot of people want. You know, I saw that one of the scariest things, if you want to be scared, you want to feel scared, is the Facebook coin is actually being released in the next few weeks. Diem. It sounds like DM. Direct message. Smart of them. Clever. Anyway, yeah, that's a centralized evil. That is an evil thing, man. When that thing comes out, that's really like, that's the Eye of Mordor right there. Facebook and anything connected to their coin would be orcs running through the Shire sort of thing. That will be time to if that people start using that instead of Bitcoin and Ethereum and Polkadot and all those wonderful things that should be used, we're going to have big problems. Big problems, because then they'll be able to shut off your wallet, your money, so you can't go shopping. If you're a dissident, if you're considered a political dissident or a thinker, because they don't like thinkers. Ever stop to think and forget to start again? Well, I think a lot of people did. Anyway, always remember to keep the main thing, people, and have a great day.